Very good morning, dear students. I am L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. Dear children, today we shall start point number 4.3 of the same chapter, I mean History chapter 2nd. In this topic, we shall see the Stalinism and collectivization. What was collectivization? Collectivization means collection of agriculture. The period of the early planned economy was linked to the disasters of the collectivization of agriculture. By 1927-1928, the towns in Soviet Russia were facing an acute problem of grain supplies. The government fixed price at which grain must be sold, but the peasants refused to sell their grain to government buyers at these prices. So government had fixed the rate of the grains, but the peasants, those who were workers of the agriculture, they did not get satisfied and refused to sell their goods or crops at that fixed prices. Stalin, who headed the party after the death of Lenin, introduced firm emergency measures. After death of Lenin, the head of Bolshevik party, after his death, Joseph Stalin assumed the power of Russia and introduced firm emergency measures. Very difficult and hard measures he brought in Russia. He believed that rich peasants and traders in the countryside were holding stocks in the hope of higher prices. He believed that the rich community of Russia holding all the grains in their godowns and granaries, and they will sell the grains after high price became in the country. In 1928, party members told the grain producing areas supervising enforced grain collections and raiding kulaks. Kulaks means peasants who were puppets to behold in the hands of aristocrats. कुलक्स कहा जाता था वहाँ के जो कामगार मजदूर थे या किसान थे खेती करने वाले, और उनसे जबरदस्ती या बहुत ही हार्ड काम लिया जाता था. एक तरह से बंधुआ मजदूर थे. द नेम फॉर वेल टू बी पीजेंट्स. एज शॉर्टेजेस कंटिन्यूड, द डिसीजन वाज टेकन to collectivize farms. It was argued that grain shortages were partially due to the small size of holding. It was thought that time by Stalin the main cause of the crisis of grains are holding small size of agricultural land. If the agricultural lands will be occupied by the landlords in big size, then the crisis can reduce in the country for food. After 1917, land had been given over to peasants. At this time, the lands taken by the big landlords or aristocrat class, it was given over to the peasants again. These small size peasants farms could not be modernized. और इतने छोटे छोटे साइज के जो पीजेंट्स हैं, स्मॉल लैंड होल्डर्स हैं, ये मॉडर्नाइज नहीं कर सकते देश को, मतलब दे कांट प्रोड्यूस एट लार्ज अमाउंट, सो क्राइसिस कैन नॉट बी रिड्यूस इन द कंट्री. टू डेवलप modern farms and run them along industrial lines with machinery, it was necessary to eliminate kulaks, take away land from peasants and establish state controlled large farms. इसने कहा कि जो भी स्मॉल साइज के लैंड्स जो पीजेंट्स को दिए गए हैं, इनसे वापस ले लेना चाहिए और यहाँ पे बड़े बड़े लैंडलॉर्ड्स की ज़मीनें दे देनी चाहिए, जिससे कि बड़े साइज में जो प्रोडक्शन होगा वो देश की जो भी गरीबी है या जो भी फूड स्कार्सिटी है वो ख़त्म हो जाएगी. और दूसरा, टू डेवलप मॉडर्न फार्म्स एंड रन देम अलोंग इंडस्ट्रियल लाइन्स विथ मशीनरी, इट वॉज नेसेसरी टू एलिमिनेट कुलक्स, कि इंडस्ट्रियल साइट बनाने के लिए, बड़े बड़े उद्योग कारखाने मशीन लगाने के लिए कुलक्स को एलिमिनेट करना ज़रूरी है. मतलब कुलक्स जो स्मॉल लैंड होल्डर्स पीजेंट्स हैं उनको ख़त्म करके ही इसको आगे बढ़ाया जा सकता है देश के डेवलपमेंट को. What followed was Stalin's collectivization program. From 1929, the party forced all peasants to cultivate in collective farms, kulaks. स्टालिन कलेक्टिवाइजेशन प्रोग्राम क्या था? ये शुरू किया 1929 से. पार्टी ने सभी पीजेंट्स को फोर्स किया कि जो कल्टीवेशन है वो कलेक्टिव मैनर्स में, कलेक्टिव फार्म्स में, मतलब छोटे छोटे स्मॉल साइज फार्म में, स्मॉल साइज लैंड में फार्मिंग नहीं करनी है, जिसको हम कोल खोज कहते हैं. वहाँ की भाषा में इसको कोल खोज मीन्स प्रैक्टिस ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर इन लार्ज साइज एरिया. द बल्क ऑफ लैंड एंड implements were transferred to the ownership of collective farms. Peasants worked on the land and the kolkhoz profit was shared. In race, peasants resisted the authorities and destroyed their livestock. Result became very difficult for the kulaks and peasants. They had to work in the agricultural land for the profit, and the profit gained by the agricultural land would be shared among them. Between 1929 and 1931, the number of cattle fell by 1/3. Those who resisted collectivization were severely punished. बहुत सारे ऐसा नियम आने के बाद बहुत सारे कैटिल, बहुत सारे मवेशी पशु थे वो कम हो गए, 1/3 रह गए रसिया में. और जो ऐसे किसान व ऐसे पीजेंट्स जो रेजिस्ट करते थे कलेक्टिवाइजेशन में, वो सीवरली पनिश किए जाने लगे. मतलब दोज हु वर नॉट एबल टू वर्क इन सच टाइप्स ऑफ rules and regulations, they were punished badly in Russia. Many were deported and exiled. रिजल्ट ये हुआ कि बहुत सारे डिपोर्ट कर गए, मतलब दे लेफ्ट द कंट्री एंड एक्साइल, वनवास में चले गए, माने वो देश से बाहर चले गए। एज दे रेजिस्टेड कलेक्टिवाइजेशन, पीजेंट्स आर्ग्यूड दैट दे वेयर नॉट रिच एंड दे वेयर नॉट अगेंस्ट सोशलिज्म। पीजेंट्स ने क्या किया, उन्होंने बहुत सारी विनती की कि वे न धनी हैं न वे सोशलिज्म के खिलाफ हैं। उनके अंदर ऐसी कोई भावना नहीं है कि दोज हु कैन डेयर टू अपोज द सोशलिज्म, दे मेयरली डिड नॉट वांट टू वर्क इन collective farms for a variety of reasons. Only they had the problem to work under this system, collectivization, because they had a number of reasons to avoid so. Stalin's government allowed some independent cultivation but treated such cultivators unsympathetically. Though Stalin allowed some peasants to do the farm activities according to their own, but they were treated unsympathetically. They had no any place in the society of Russia. As a result, they had to fall in scarcity and problem. Their life was very difficult to work under such system. Till here we are going to stop the video. In the next video, the next topic we shall see, and the chapter will be going to over after 1 or 2 period. Related to this chapter, you have to prepare, I tell you again and again, to prepare more and more questions, answer according to your own, so that you can get more facilitation solving your answer question. Thank you.